So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot.
Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Hey now, what you say now? It's your girl LaTangela, and thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to hang out with me for another edition of the LaTangela Show. You know, we'll chat about this, we'll chat about that. I am the queen of random research. You know, I dig deep for this random research, trying to see which side of the survey will you pop up on. I'm usually somewhere between here and there, but that's neither here nor there. However, I have it all posted for you this week on the podcast, the LaTangela Show podcast. Yeah, it's now available and streaming on all digital platforms. We're about 8 seasons in, and I would love it if you join the conversation. And don't forget to rate it too, 5 stars, because I'm your cousin on Auntie Marinim's side, and your favorite cousin deserves what? 5 stars. Let's do that. Let's do that. Now look, while we're sitting here, we're sipping it, we having our tea time. I think it's only fair that I gift you a copy of my book. So the next 4 that actually slide in the DMs using the hashtag Tea Time with Tan, I'm going to hook you up with a copy of my latest book entitled Poof, Power Over Obstacles Forever. No matter who we are or what phase of life we're in, we're always going to be faced with those obstacles. But it's important for us to realize that we have the power over those obstacles forever. And I would love to gift you a copy of my book. Now, true enough, it's available on Amazon. It's available at latangela.com. But I would love to gift you a copy of my book. The next 4 people to slide in my DMs using the hashtag Tea Time with Tan. Now, this week, I'm super excited because we're going to get a living legend in the hot seat and on the tan line. I'm getting the inside scoop, and I've been waiting on this interview for forever, and I got it. None other than the living legend himself, Zero, the Most City Don. Yeah, I got questions that need answers, and he's never been a man at a shortage of words, so we might as well jump into that thing, you know? Let's do it. Let's do it. So look, usually I'm never at a loss for words. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm here and I'm ready to do my job. I don't think I've ever been this nervous to get an interview done, probably because I had to beg for like 6 years to get this interview. However, today is the day. I came prepared. I got my herb. I'm having tea time with Zero. Who knew? Who knew? How are you?
Well, I wish I had my herb, but I mean, you know, I'm in a public place right now, so no herb.
Yeah, well, just in case you decide to pull up, I got an extra cup with your name on it. This one says hers. I'll get yours that says his and everything.
Yeah, it got to stay here. Yeah.
Absolutely. So how have you been doing throughout this whole pandemic? Staying safe, sound, halfway sane?
I mean, I don't touch people no way, so I was already socially distanced before it was a turn.
I thought about that the other day. I'm like, of all the people who were probably the least impacted by this whole pandemic, Zero has to be on that list. One deep, it's not just something that you say, it's a lifestyle for real. And I got questions that need answers.
Okay.
Being that you are the king of one deep. Now, is that something that was forced or is that something that you do by choice? Because sometimes I understand being on that island, I swear I do. And for every brick that has been thrown, every wall that has been built is because somebody handed it to me. But I never made that choice myself. But for the king of one deep, did you make that choice to avoid that? Or is it because you ran into that situation and they placed you on that island?
Both.
Okay, explain.
Well, starting out rapping with the dudes I was rapping with when I started, everything wasn't on the up and up. And I kind of found out some things when I was away on staycation.
Staycation, yeah.
Yeah. I came out of staycation and found out, a lot of the things that I had verbally created, they were not owned by this other cat. And he took the opportunity when I was on staycation to go and copyright all these things and, names I came up with and whatever. And I was like, okay. But I wasn't surprised because I already knew the temperament you know what I'm saying, of a lot of people that I was dealing with, whether it was, you know, personal or whether it was business. Like, I mean, I wasn't surprised. So, because it was King of the Ghetto Entertainment at first.
Right.
And when that happened, I went to go sit down for a little while, and I came back and I found out about all these things. Then I just didn't say nothing about it. I was like, yeah, I'm a ride under this radar until, you know, I get myself together, you know, and once I'm together, I'm dipping. And I mean, I dipped, and I started doing One Deep Entertainment. As soon as I dipped, I started doing One Deep Entertainment while I was still there.
Right.
Yeah, I started, you know, and then other things were coming up, and it was solidified to me in the type of things that were going on that I should go and do my own thing. You
And
know,
even with that, like you said, you were doing One Deep while you were still with the crew that did you wrong. They know they did you wrong. They know you know at this point, and you're still not saying anything. So it's a
right,
lot of mixed emotions with people that's floating around. At one
right,
point, you had to have known some type of friendship and loyalty that was broken for whatever reason, because of greed, because of
right.
jealousy, because of you know, people can't do it on their own, so they'll snatch it from you, knowing, you know, Zero, he might trip for a little bit, but he'll come up with something different. He'll do something else. Did they think they were going to take that ride with you?
Nah, I mean, because one thing that I can't take away from anybody I have ever aligned myself with is the talent aspect. So, like anybody that, you know, that I say align, but I guess I really mean whoever I adopted. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because I know what I have to give. I know what I'm bringing to the table. Like, I'm bringing, you know, a plate, a fork, a spoon. I'm bringing beans. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing ham. I'm bringing everything. Plus, I'm probably setting the place for the next two spaces by me as well.
Yeah.
So I know I'm coming in with a whole lot, and I'm only gonna come in with that is if I know that the other people that's gonna sit down, they can hold down as well. So, uh, yeah, it's tensions. It was tensions because I didn't want to do albums anymore, or I didn't want to even deal with the people. But you know, they hold their own weight in the game, and it was a lot of people. It wasn't just uh, probably who everybody think I'm talking about. It was more than him. It was because I'm a hard person to deal with. I'm a hard person to deal with.
You say that, and I think that's the facade that you give right now. I'm not going to give you hard to deal with, because sometimes people might say I'm hard to deal with. No, we're not hard to deal with. We just know that we want things done in a particular
The
order,
correct,
in a certain manner. I'm gonna
yeah,
handle you, and I expect you to handle me the same way I handle you. Now, our level of expectancies and others might be off,
yeah.
but we
See
ain't
that,
difficult.
yeah.
They're just hard of understanding.
But to the world, that's called difficult though, because
Yeah.
like the world wants you to forgive and continue. That's what the world wants you to do. They want you to be like, uh, it was my mistake. I told you I apologize. And they think everything supposed to be good. But like in my world, like you do that Tuesday and apologize for it Wednesday, like Thursday, I don't even remember you.
Right.
I don't think I'm supposed to remember you because I think I'm swimming pool cool. And if I'm swimming pool cool, why would you have the audacity to do some unswimming pool cool type of stuff to me?
Right. And
So
I did nothing but keep it real with you. It'd be the audacity for me. You're right.
yeah, yeah, that's what it is for me. So that's probably why a lot of things ended up the way that they ended with me being my own, you know, One Deep Entertainment, being my own label, being my own driver, at times being my own DJ, at times being my own security. Like I'm everything. I'm the CEO, the COO. I'm everything but an HO. And
I like it. You're somewhat of a philosopher. That's super cool. You were the king of like a one line and a hook. I mean, I guess after so many years of being in the game, that mouthpiece of yours is priceless, and you are what we call a living legend, whether we give you enough flowers for it or not. You have sustained for over 2 decades, and you're still going strong. And I see that you've been in the gym, still swinging, you know, just in case you have to show up and be your own security that day. I know you're
Yeah.
amped and you're ready for it. But
Yeah.
being that you have been so consistent for the past 2 decades, how do you feel that you found your voice and even the relevancy today that you did when you first started?
Cause I don't change nothing. When I first started, I mean, you got a lot of people, they do music because they heard something from somebody else that they liked and they emulated that. Or, no disrespect to nobody in my city, but you listen to a lot of the stuff that a lot of people got going on here right now. And you swear to God, we're on Peachtree.
Yeah.
And you swear to God, like we're at Blue Flame. Like it sounds like you go to some place, it sounds like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You go to I think like out there, like I don't know how it is out there, but like when I'm in Louisiana, it's Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hear even if it's got a little twist, this is the boot. So you get a lot of stuff out here, and a lot of places, whatever is popping, that's what they're gonna be emulating. Because they like, if this popping, if I copy this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop too. So what I decided a long time ago, everybody in the screwed up clique, everybody in the clique was talking about the same thing, basically. The light-skinned woman, the syrup, the swangers, the money, the selling cocaine, selling dope.
Right.
I ain't had none of that. So I was like, I'm gonna talk about what I got, the nothingness, the ramen noodle, the light bill I can't seem to pay.
Right.
I knew everybody didn't have those, but everybody had what I had, which was problems. Everybody had somebody in their life they couldn't stand, or my coin word, they hated. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I just made myself contrast from everything that was around me. And then DJ Screw told me, like, everybody in my clique is saying, man, hold up, syrup in my cup, and they talking about this. You're gonna be the one to just stand out because you're in your own lane. You got all these fellas over here rapping, and they all trying to get off at the same mix because they going to the same place. You on something else. You in your lane by yourself. You passing it up. So I knew that just being different would take me a little further than being the same.
Yeah.
So I mean,
As a writer, sometimes I know that the content can be so personal. You have to get to a certain level of transparency where you're ready to share that. Even if it's a problem that becomes a song, it might be a verse that's on the bubble for the next 10 years because you're not in a place to share that just yet. Have you ever had that moment where it was a fork in the road? Should I say this now, or should I just let it go? Or should I express myself and regretted it for saying it and said I should have waited for that?
Nah, I never regretted. I never regretted, and I never waited, because I kind of feel like anything that I had to say, it needed to be said. And then even more importantly, anything I needed to say, I knew it was people out here in the world that needed to hear that, because they want to say it. They just can't figure out how to. Like, the thing that I get most of the time is, man, we appreciate you for this song because I've been feeling like this. Or the fan that'll be like, I thought it was just me until I heard your song. Now I don't feel like I was gonna take my life. I hear that a lot. I was gonna take my life because I'm like, man, why me? And then I come up with a song and I let them know, like, nah, it ain't just you, it's why us.
Right.
So us, numbers can defeat anything, because I can tell you how I overcame that, or you might, tell me how you overcame that. So it's a lot of lives get saved, and it's like on my fan page on Facebook, it's actually a brotherhood and a sisterhood that is being created in Rowheads, because people link up from all walks of life, and they talking about my music, and I'm on there talking about it with them. And it's like every 10 minutes, it's a quote, and then everybody will break down what they think the quote means. And then I come on and tell them what it really meant. And it's kind of like a learning process, not on my lyrics, but it's like we hold each other up, like we got each other's back, like a bra strap in the back. You dig? So And you know, if you know what I'm saying, then that's support. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is. And sometimes you need that 24-hour support. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to see that you appreciate the support, you know? So
Yeah, for sure.
I love it, you know, and it's like sometimes you have that group that has been so underserved. You know, it's like everybody can come out here and sing about the happy stuff. Everybody can come out here and talk about the make believe stuff. And being that we're living in this instant world where everybody can show you this perfected life in 60 seconds or less, everybody's living behind a filter. You know, if it's not hashtagable, it's not even worth living. You know, so for a grown man to come up and say he got grown man problems, grown man issues, and I'm helping myself heal through the entire process, because you know you go through a lot, you know, being an artist but yet being a man and being a Black man in America, you figure, you know what I'm saying? So here it is, you have those issues that you can't even say, because at some point if you say it, there's a sign of weakness, and the vulnerability leaves you so open. It's like, can I trust my fans? Can I trust my circle? Can I, because people will use a vulnerability against you in the moments that they know the iron is hot and they strike. You know what I'm saying? And I'm faced with that a lot. So this pen, this journal, it'll get some stuff I'm just gonna take to the grave with me. So I applaud you for sharing, because me, my microphone, and this journal and pen, some of the stuff going to the grave. However, for you to be able to be so vocal about it, are you ever afraid that the vulnerability will ever turn around and bite you when you least expect it?
To be honest, I hope it does.
You got to explain that to me.
Because it ain't gonna be nothing but more content.
True.
Because the way that I word, like I don't never, even if I'm gonna diss you, I'm just telling the truth about you.
That's
So the
true.
only thing that can come out of that is what you come up and try to do something to me, and I mean that's gonna be hard to do. And then especially if you ain't got nothing, like you definitely getting slid up under something, or it's gonna do what I hope it does and stop you from doing whatever it was that you did to me.
True.
Because I might be that one to be like, hey, you know what? Everybody thought you was. Let me tell y'all how my experience went with, you know, this situation, this business. I mean, we do it all the time. You know, as people, you go to a business, you know, they might tell me, like with my lawyer, I walk into a business with him. I walk into Willie G's here.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell me to remove my hat. But my lawyer, you know, about 6'8", they don't tell him nothing about his hat. What do? We go live on Instagram. We're like, let me tell y'all about these races, so and so and so and so and so and so. So what I do ain't no different from when the dudes or when the chicks go live. When, you know, when somebody is, you know, I don't know, being racist or doing anything that's, I guess, disrespectful to them.
Right.
So if it's disrespectful to me, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, except it's just gonna be able to be rewound and played and rewound and played and rewound and played.
Yeah, and potentially remixed, because if they say something, you got to give a rebuttal.
Yeah, and the only time I'm gonna really do that is if somebody is saying something about me, or if somebody is, you know, doing anything like, you know, this stuff with like this guy Mr. Lee. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was some problems going on with him, and he was doing some stuff behind my back, and like really behind all artists' back, that he has ever done anything with, and I had to bring the light to it.
Right.
And I mean, I explained in the verse, hey, you my homeboy, but you did something that a sucker would do. So let me shine the light on you, because you a sucker.
Ooh, sometimes it's just the painful truth that hurts the most, you know, and nothing gets you angry than the truth. So
the thing about it is, it don't get me angry, get the person that you're telling the truth about angry.
Right.
So, I mean, you don't want to be angry, change your truth.
There it is, or live in it. And once you live in it, it's just like if everybody's exposing their side of the story, because you know they say we got three sides: yours, mine, and the truth.
Right.
So whoever feel like telling their side of the truth, do that, but be willing to live by that, die by that, and stand by it at all costs. And that's our problem. We like to throw these rocks and hide our hands and get upset when somebody says something and be like, oh, my bad. Now you're making me look bad. No, so what you did didn't make you look bad, but me saying it made you look bad.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, that's just how people are, though.
Right. Well, we can't change them, but all you can do is just live in your truth. And I appreciate you for doing that. Now, with all this singing and rapping, because you know I love me a humming rapper, right? I just love you for that, because you know you coming out here, Luther ain't got nothing on the banjos. So, I know that you got some new stuff that's popping off, right? And I'm gonna need the inside scoop. Like, I want to know the inspiration, because that'll tell me exactly where you are in life right now. Whenever we press play, so if I were to go through and press play on track 3 right now. Track 3 would be what is the soundtrack of life for Zero in this moment?
Well, track 3 right now is something that I definitely ain't heard yet. But I'm different every day. So my music is. You know, I'm only gonna be a reflection of what I was like in this morning. You know, or however I get to my house, however I'm feeling. Like I might hear a beat. Like it's not that serious for me all the time. You know,
Really?
I might just get into a mode to where it's like I haven't done nothing in about a week. Let me do something. And you know, I might hear a beat, and then I might just, you know, I might come up with something just on the spot, or it might be a situation that I really, really, really want to talk about. And I'll take that and go do a song, you know, other people's situations, my own. It's just really up to how I'm feeling at the moment. Like if it was like my last album, Muhammad Ali, you know, it was more musical. You know what I'm saying? The album before that, Sadism.
Yeah.
Like if you know the definition of sadism, I think it really fit the criteria of the album, because, you know, taking pleasure in destroying your victim. I think I did that for all those songs and whatnot. So all I do is just do songs, and I just try to make the contents of the album marry the title. You know, because I'm different all the time. Like I'm in a high mood right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my homeboy's where he, I guess this is a loan office where he, you know, does, you know, gets people approved for, you know, home loans. I'm just hanging out with him.
Good. Just run in there and tell him, let me hold a pound of hundreds and life gonna be good.
You know, but then tomorrow I might wake up, you know, go to the gym, go straight back home and just sit there. You know, might pull me up, you know, a Makers and Pepsi, and, you know, cut on the TV, and whatever movie come on. Like if Denzel come on with one of them old, them serious roles, then I'm go upstairs and emulate that. I might go upstairs and just, you know what, training day, huh? All right, cool. Let me talk about these suckers in training right now. Let me talk about these dudes who ain't got no identity. You know, I might take that and mix it with a situation. Like it just all depends on my surroundings. I'm just a sponge. You know, I'm just a sponge. So I'm gonna soak up whatever's around me. If I see the janky stuff going on around me, then I'm gonna shine a light on the janky stuff. If I see something that moves me in a positive light, I'm gonna be like, wow. So I gotta put that on paper too.
I'm with it. It's almost like the age grade argument. Is it art versus life, or life versus art? You know, which is imitating which, but it all inspires the other. And, you know, I got this segment with questions that need answers. I'm gonna keep it simple for you, because, you know, I won't run you off. This is your first trip to the madhouse, and I don't want it to be the last, you know what I'm saying? So, and you can also put this in here with little random research, questions that need answers.
Okay.
Have you ever considered another occupation? Do you ever think that you would retire from this rap and singing and writing and try another occupation?
Of course.
Wait, I want you to think on this now. Think on this.
Oh, no.
I got a solution for you right here. Go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I do all the time. I mean, I I've been doing other stuff. I just don't be letting it be nobody business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. Cause I mean, the state of rap, it ain't really what it was when I started. Because, when I started, cats like me and Slim Thug and Lil Kiki, it wasn't no Facebook or it wasn't social. Like
right.
The net wasn't for us yet. You know what I'm saying? We barely knew what the internet was. So, and it's like, it was actually some prestige that went with it back then. Like now it's kind of like everybody rap. Everybody,
any and every.
As long as you got an Instagram page or a TikTok, like there you go. So it's like the fun in it, it ain't been fun for me for like the last, I want to say about 5 years.
Right.
But it's what I do. It's what I do though. So I mean, I do it like I like to do it. But the truth is, I don't really like doing it that much anymore. But I do it because it's what I'm programmed to do.
I feel that. And it's a part of your purpose, and that's what you do. But see, I got you covered, right? I've done some random research and I got the want ads, and I'm about to put you on the road to your retirement plan, and we can do this together. See what I'm saying? Because teamwork gonna make this dream work, right? So according to my affiliates over at CNN, there's a winery, because we're gonna be fancy with this. There's a winery that's gonna pay somebody 6 figures to move to California, drink some wine, and learn all about the industry. You down or what?
I would be if I wasn't doing that already.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. I just saw it in the want ads and figured, so you mean to tell me I'm about to take you on this field trip, a retirement plan for you, and you didn't even look out for your girl? Like, I showed up with the tea, I came ready, and you already on I can't. I quit.
I'd take you on the field trip with me. You know what I'm saying? Cause mine ain't wine, but it's fine like 1979. You know what I'm saying?
Like a plan to me. Let's go.
We got that bourbon and scotch on the way.
Well, let's do it. And as soon as outside reopens and the world gets back to some sense of normalcy, I appreciate this whole virtual space, but I'm gonna need you up close and personal. It's like right down the street, a hop, skip, and a half a jump.
Well, we open. Our governor retarded, so we open already.
Yeah, but before you go outside, I'm gonna need you to put a mask on that. I forget what your governor talk about. I say you put a mask on that.
Oh, I'm gonna keep a mask. Trust me, I'm gonna keep them.
How can we keep up with you, your movement, and everything else you got going on in these streets?
Man, follow me. Instagram, Z_RO. Follow me at Facebook, at ZRO, Joseph McVeigh, and then the Zero page. Follow me on Twitter, Zero Mo City Done. Just don't follow me for real, cause that thing on me. So and I'm paranoid. I'm getting old, so my trigger is still young though, so it worked. So.
And we don't want to use it. Use it. So please just follow him on the gram. Do it for the Twitter. Do it for Instagram and TikTok and all that good stuff, but just not in person.
Not in person, yeah.
Hey, look, I'm gonna let you get back to your day, but thank you. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. And I see you soon.
Yes, you will. Swim well.
Once upon a time you were mine, or was it all just in my mind? From day one I knew I wanted you. Tell me what's a girl to do? I searched my soul over through and through, but it all left me so confused. Why is it so hard for me to choose? What the hell is there to lose? Would you love me and stay, or would it scare you and you run away? I can't stand the thought of that. Maybe these feelings I should hold back. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. It'll be forever, baby, you and I. It'll be forever, baby, you and I. It'll be forever, baby. personal thrills. What you see is just what you get. Can't promise that you never have no regrets. That's why I'm gonna keep it real. So I'm telling you the deal. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Come on, baby, let me take you on a natural high. Vision the time of you and I, walking hand in hand, side by side, telling the world, yo, it's do or die, and ain't no room to reason why. It'll be forever, baby. Forever you and I. Baby, you and I. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. No reason why. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. No room to reason why. It'll be forever, baby. You and I. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. No room to reason why. It'll be forever, baby.